Next, we'll have a report on the city's recreation fields. We have 18 of them. Sounds like enough, but seems like it's not.
That's right. Somervillians don't like sitting still. More and more youth and adult teams are using the fields, and this is creating some challenges. Ji Hong Lee brings us the first of several reports.
At the moment we were standing in the middle of Lincoln Park Field at the Argenziano School. This is where the Youth Soccer League and other youth sports and recreational groups use the field. So one of the problems with this field in particular is that it's a hard-packed surface and it has not been maintained properly or aerated properly or watered properly. So you've got these areas of dry patch that are very compacted and hard. The other problem is the materials that were used when they put this field back in seem to be bubbling up pieces of glass.
You can't just have fun without thinking of walking on something or your friends or family getting hurt and ruining your fun time. It's too dangerous.
The city of Somerville has 18 playing fields in 10 parks, but officials recognize that's not enough.
I think we have a good recreation department, we have great staff, but we also have, it's difficult with the number of open field spaces that we have to provide programming to provide adequate programming. There's more of a demand for field space than we have. So often some of the fields are overused or appear to be overused. It isn't right that Lincoln Park should have 1,200 uses and then perhaps another field, even if it's less desirable, has very few.
The city's playing fields were used almost 8,000 times in 2013, according to a recent study by Gale Associates. That study also said that Somerville's fields are overused and that many are in fair to poor condition. 2 of the 10 parks are owned by the state. Somerville doesn't control their maintenance.
Will the state fix up those parks? Should the city get control of those spaces? How do you work out the management piece? If it's a state-owned park, how does Somerville permit that park and get the right number of uses and ensure that those spaces are well maintained? It opens up a lot of questions. And so the city is working on all those things. I think the mayor should probably be commended. He's pursuing several options with the state for either direct ownership or control of those spaces.
Foss Park has 2 fields that need serious work. The city has been talking about renovating Lincoln Park for almost 2 years.
I've been involved with communications with the city over this for more than 2 years, but I know particularly they started a dialogue back in September of 2012 talking about renovating this field space, and here we are in 2014, almost 2 years to the date, shy a couple months, that the field is still what it is.
I don't think that there's been a delay. I mean, I think it's just part of a process. I think often people, when they hear of something, they think, oh, well, because I heard about it, it's going to happen. It often takes a while for those things to happen, whether it's putting the funding in place or gathering the information that you need to make the best plans and to really address the alternatives.
Gale Associates has made several recommendations to the city.
This is a potential plan for Dilboy. You can see here's the existing stadium, and then there are the fields, the existing auxiliary fields down here. And so we wanted to look at these fields and see how they could be redeveloped.
Among other changes, Gale recommends increasing the number of artificial turf fields from 2 to 4 or 5.
Personally, I don't have an opinion turf versus natural grass. I would like to see our local administration do something that best uses this facility so multiple uses can occur, that lots of things can happen here. There's upsides to synthetic turf and there's upsides to grass. Again, I don't have a particular stake in it. That I just want to see something happen here first and foremost. It's been too long and nothing's been done.
that Lincoln Park renovations are on hold while the city looks at all the recreation fields together. The mayor recently set up a new task force that is discussing the recommendations from Gale, the advantages or distraction of artificial turf and other issues. Tough decisions ahead. We'll take a look at some of them in another report. For Somerville News, I'm Jihan Li.
So, this task force has some big decisions to make. Artificial turf versus grass, and I wonder if the state park fields can be improved.
We'll have to tune into Ji Hong's next report if we want to learn more.